Hey y'all, welcome back to the Untagged podcast. My name is Melanie.
I'm Savannah.
I'm Yvette.
And I'm Mariko.
And
this is Untagged.
We're back in the room.
Feels so good to be back.
In front of the mics. We haven't had mics in our faces in a long time.
I know, I think I feel more comfortable with the mic in front of my face than 65 people.
65 plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 65 plus. So today's episode, we're going to pretty much unpack our glow ride and our experience in planning our first event, what happened during the planning phases, our personal experiences the day of, and then also I think kind of some learning experiences that we might have taken from this, and then ultimately kind of what our plans are for the future. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with Mel over there.
We came up with a glow ride because there's been a lot of talk in this town and we love our small businesses, and Saddle Sore actually used to host a glow stick ride back in the day. And so it kind of just sparked our attention and was like, how come we don't do that anymore? And you know, now with all this new technology, we're like, you know, we could really make this a thing and just take it to a whole nother level. So we brought glow sticks, we brought light up tack. Anything that could be attached to a battery pack, we brought it.
Hey, anything that could be mixed into a bottle that could be made to glow was also done too. Yeah. They had like their own little special potion going on.
I know, we were like mixing in the back of the yard.
It was like weeks of preparation of trying to make a concoction.
Yeah.
To make things glow. Didn't work out in our favor.
No, it didn't. Every time the bottles would glow, but like what sprayed out did not. I still don't understand that.
Your leaves in your backyard were glowing for a
They
bit.
They were, but only when you took the glow stick juice did it actually like you spray that out and then it would glow. But if you poured that into something and then sprayed it, it like wouldn't glow.
Wouldn't
We
transfer
even
over.
attempted getting acrylic paint that glows with UV light, so not black lights but UV lights, and we attempted to put that in water and it glowed in the bottle but did not glow once you sprayed it.
Yeah, so this is definitely one of those learning experiences, but the reason why we did that is because a lot of people that we talked to that had done the glow ride in years before, we're talking like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15, 20 years it's been since there's been a glow ride. And they would always talk about it feeling like it was something out of Avatar, like something that was like glowing because they had the bamboo that had the covering in the riverbed trails. Yeah. And then someone would lead out in the front and just like splatter that glow juice everywhere. And it was just like glow all over the bamboo. So we tried to replicate that, but I honestly feel like we would have needed 4,000 glow sticks and chopping that all like to make
and
that
more
happen.
people, because it was just me and you running through the
It was.
I will say, being more towards the back, like in the middle where I was, we were able to see the glow.
Oh, I'm
and it
so
was
glad.
Pretty badass.
Well, that makes it worth it.
I know, right?
We knew that we had to have some sort of staging because we really weren't sure how many people to expect. I think initially when we planned it, it was like we were all, maybe 20 people would come.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. Maybe we have just friends and family. Like, we have no idea.
Well, originally we just like threw it out there, and then we were like thinking about it, and we were saying, man, what if we get like a lot of people and then we don't even know, we're not expecting, we're not prepared. So then that's when we decided to do the Facebook sign up sheet, so that way we could kind of manage what to expect, which blew our mind the day of, because it just kept growing and growing and growing.
Seriously, we had 81 responses to the Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interested. Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah, and then there was 65 at least that RSVP'd through there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was people from where I was, there was people joining from behind our Wrangler. So I was like, holy moly, did you sign the waiver? But I'm like, oh my goodness.
Actually, there was a man that was following, and I was like, I don't see a wristband on you. You don't have a wristband. He's like, no, I signed the waiver. And I'm like, no, I don't think you did.
And we all had walkie-talkies to make sure that we all had communication with each other. And it was really cool because I stayed back. I nominated myself as grounds crew. And so I got on my bike and I followed around. We all had these walkie-talkies, and all I hear is like, there's another guy in the back. And I'm like, shh, he's clear, over. And they're like, he doesn't have a wristband on. I'm like, shh, he signed the waiver, it's fine, shh, over. And I'm like, just trying to get him to go on the ride. So it was really cool.
Those of you that don't know, Untacked Podcast is officially a media and entertainment company.
Woo!
And so because of that, we felt like it was probably pretty important for us to do things the way that we knew needed to be done to keep everybody safe, also keep us liability free. And so we had gone through and we had a planning day and we kind of talked about the things that we were going to need to do. Yvette made the saddle sore happen with the parking lot. So it was actually really big. At first we were like, man, this is such a big lot. And then we got all those responses.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh shit, I don't know if we're going to have enough space.
And then you were panicking. And you were like, maybe we need to find another spot too,
Yeah.
a backup spot.
Yeah.
And then wasn't Ingalls nice enough to say that we could use their
We would
lot
have
as
some overflow. Yeah, an
Uh-huh.
overflow
That was
option.
really nice of them.
Actually, interestingly enough, so this is partially why the city got contacted for our ride.
They were made aware.
I was
They were made
panicking.
aware of our
I was
ride.
like, oh, Mariko, deal with it now.
We got
I
enough.
was calling and texting her at 7 a.m. Hey, you better figure this out right now. It's 3 days before the ride.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
enough traction to get the city's attention. So Mariko was like, girl, we're already on it. Don't
Yes.
you fret.
Yeah, we were good. It was really funny. I just am so glad that we actually drew enough attention to our ride that the freaking city of Norco got called. Like,
That was
that's a big
awesome.
deal.
That
Like,
was.
that's like, hey, that to me means that we made it.
Yes,
We did good.
and on
We
top
made
of
it.
that, we had already crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's
we
and
were
went about
ready.
it the right way, and
Mariko went above and beyond trying to figure that one
she
out.
really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really did.
We had the liability release waivers. We had people on walkie-talkies. But really leading up to the ride, there were other things that we had to plan outside of like that liability piece and the city being called piece and the parking lot. There were other things that we wanted to do. We knew that we wanted to have some sort of fundraiser to help raise funds for our small business that we just started so that we could continue to host more events. Either similar to this glow ride or maybe a little bit different. We reached out to some sponsors and other small businesses that we wanted to chat a little about and thank them so much. So I thought maybe we could have Yvette talk about that because she was out hustling,
Yeah.
working the streets out there of Norco.
Well,
Not
it
at
started-
night.
Not at night.
It wasn't the corner, okay? It was the streets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take
The
that
horse
part
trail.
out.
She was working them trails.
We were very fortunate enough that businesses found out that we were doing a glow ride. They actually, some had reached out to me, which was Tackroom Hat Works, because we have worked with them in the past. So they were so sweet enough to be like, we want to support you guys and help you any way we can. So they gave us a $50 gift card to their shop. And then on one of the days that we were out doing our glow ride test, we would go and try it out prior. We stopped at the liquor store next to
Senior Tacos.
Senior Tacos. And the owner of Vivi's Feed is actually a very good family friend of ours. And I actually was like, oh, hey, by the way, fancy seeing you here. So he gave $100 a gift card. Then when I reached out to Saddle Sore for the 5 millionth time to remind them that we were doing the event at their facility, the owner / manager, I don't know which one it was like, absolutely, I'll actually even throw in some gift cards to there too. So Saddle Sore was sweet enough to give us some gift cards, and then I was on it. I was like, man, I don't know if my streak is lucky right now, so I started going all over the place. So I was like, you know what? I went to Rancho Boots, and sure enough, she gave us a $50 gift card. And Deep Row is the small business that wants to help everybody out. That's one of the, aside from the fact that they have amazing ice cream, that is one of the facts that
And good coffee.
and good coffee.
And
Deep
tea.
fried ice cream.
Deep fried ice cream.
yeah.
Definitely check them out. They are a really big part of the community and very involved. So we are so fortunate to have had so many great sponsors, and we're so grateful. Thank you guys so much for the support and believing in us, because we're small, we're growing, but we want to show the support to you guys and make sure everybody check them out. Vivi's Feed, Tackroom Hats,
Rancho Boots.
Rancho Boots.
Deep Barrel. And was there any
Saddle
other?
Sore.
And Saddle Sore. Go get your drink on, Saddle Sore.
I think a lot of people make that assumption that social media is easy. You get on a picture, you're taking videos, and really social media is hard. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of time, planning, effort. And so I think that these businesses recognizing what we were trying to start, it meant a lot because to them, they might not know in our community, they don't see the return and give back. Like we're not delivering ice cream to people. We're not delivering food. We're not selling something. It's like, how are you guys a business? And so for them to just openly say like, hey, yeah, we're for it. You guys are women owned. We want you guys to get out there. We want to bring something into our community like a media and entertainment group. I think that's awesome that they just so blindly were like, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Having the support of the community was really like an eye-opener, like, oh wow, like everybody supports us. It's not just us, it's not just our family. Like we are really putting a name out there for ourselves. We had friends and family that wanted to help donate towards our fundraiser. I had somebody that I know, a dear friend, she donated a tail bag and a hay net, which thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We love you for your support. Shar. She also has a business, so if you guys have any pests, call her.
What is your business called?
Noted.
Do you know?
I think it's called Canyon Termites or something. I'll find out for sure, and I'll put it right here.
Yeah, I have a special shout out for like a couple people. So I was really reflecting on, again, people who are coming in and just donating their time, donating their efforts. And so I have some friends that came in and helped us, Teresa and Ed Dalton, and they had an entire group. So Ed is part of an all men's riding club.
Yeah.
And so I will reserve the name because I don't know if they want me to say it. So
It's a pretty cool club, though.
It's a pretty cool club.
Pretty
it's
inclusive.
Yeah, it is.
It's like an invite only.
It is an
Yeah.
invite only. They even do rides that are
like,
invite
you gotta
only.
be cool to be on this thing. You
Yeah.
can't
And a
just
man.
Be like,
It is. Yeah, you have to be cool and you have to be a man to be in the all men's riding group.
So by default, we're not invited.
yeah. But we can go to some of their events if they invite us.
Fuck you thought this was?
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
let me just wipe my face off real quick. Come on.
I
Still.
could do it too.
Yeah, no, you still look like it's not passing.
Yeah, you're not passing.
So Teresa and Ed Dalton, they came in and they helped out in so many different ways. Like they have the kindest, most generous hearts.
They really do.
And so Teresa herself, and Ed had donated 2 Duraforks, and so we had those in the raffle. And then Ed's writing group, he had 6 guys show up, who helped us with being our wranglers and outriders. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you that showed up and to help us out with those efforts in that ride.
And also did pre-rides with us.
All the
Yes.
pre-rides. We went on
Yeah.
like 400 of those pre-rides. We were so nervous. And then in terms of like the actual like day of, like when people were there at the front booth, we had so many moving components at this event. Like we had the speakers going. We knew we needed to have people that were helping with parking. We knew that we needed to have people that were guiding people in, where to sign waivers. And so up at the front of our event, when you first rolled in, you were welcomed by a man named Derby, who is Heather's dad. And there's no one better to welcome than Derby. I mean, this guy, I mean, his name is Derby, for heaven's sake. He's just so sweet. So Derby came in and he was guiding people into the parking lot, welcoming them with his big wave. And
his
he... Yeah, and
Untacked
his Untacked shirt.
shirt.
So Derby was a great first point of entry for our Untacked event. Usually my husband, a big shout out to him because he is like all things behind the scenes for us. And so he was guiding people along with Derby, telling them where to go. He was like our music guy. He was like the get stuff out guy. He was with a golf cart going. I mean, he was
The
literally
drone guy.
the drone guy. He
drone
was
guy,
all over. I
yeah.
mean, he had many jobs that day,
He wore a
as
lot
per
of
his
hats.
normal life. He did. And so people would then come after they arrived out of their trailers and come to what was the sign-in booth where we had raffles. And Heather, bless her soul, had baked, I don't even know how many treats. This woman is the best baker,
Yes.
literally, in all of the lands. And so she brought
really
in,
is good.
she's so good. And she cooks with like quality stuff too. It's not like flour that you get from CVS. We're talking like flour
Everything's
that's like,
homemade from scratch.
yeah.
I could
Like
not
her
be
marshmallows for her Rice Krispie treats were made by her. Like she makes her own marshmallows.
Yeah.
I could not be in the mood for sweets. I could be like, oh, my stomach really hurts, but that looks so good.
Oh, they did look really
And then
good.
you try it, and then you're like, well, shit, now I want another one. They are so good.
They're tasty. They're really tasty. So she baked a lot and donated her baked goods to this ride so that we could work on raising funds. And so you would walk up, and we had our sign-in booth where you were welcomed by Mel and Gina.
That's my mama.
Mama
So
G.
yeah, we did a lot of paperwork, and it was kind of cool to be at the sign-in booth too, because we kind of got a feel of everyone when they came in and
And you got to say
what
hello to
they're.
everyone.
We got to greet everyone and say hi, introduce ourselves. And my mom is a people person, so she liked talking to everyone and feeling the vibe and showing everyone the goodies that we had and all the raffle items. So I think it was just a blast to get to meet face to face with so many people. Another friend and family for Mariko was Sabina and Sandy.
Yes.
And they brought some charms.
They
and
do all sorts of
pins
really
and-
cute charms, and they're all sorts of themes, like
Yes.
a million different themes. If you're looking for them, you can catch her at the farmers market on Thursday nights at the American Legion on 6th and Hamner.
Aw, I didn't know that. At one point, they were like, okay, bye. We've been assigned a task, and now we're going to do it. And everyone was like, where are they going? What's going on? What? And so then they just took off with their bag of glow sticks, walked from California down to Pedley, down all the way the trail from Pedley to the river, and walked there and back, flinging glow sticks.
They did. They did a great job.
Yeah.
My friend Erin Wagner came. And
So sweet.
yeah, she is just the sweetest among sweet. She knew how to run that whole station.
Oh, yeah.
So she was a great help to have at that station where people could come in, they could buy their raffle tickets.
She was manning the booth.
Oh, she was manning the booths. Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much. Everyone that
Yes.
volunteered to help us, everyone that donated, everyone that sponsored. Truly, we are beyond grateful for your support. It really makes us believe in ourselves that we have people who believe in us.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Yay, we love you guys. To all of our guests as well that came. That was awesome.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cool getting to meet like all the faces that get to support us. I know one in particular that we met, Ashley. She won one of the raffles.
Yes.
Me and her, we've been texting. We're actually gonna go on a ride on Tuesday.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we were supposed to go this last Tuesday, but life
It was
happens.
awesome because we even had people coming from, there was some people from Montana,
Yes.
people coming from San Diego, from up north,
Yep,
Temecula.
Temecula.
Yeah,
Yucaipa.
Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, Central Valley.
My familia charra came out to support me, and there was
You
a lot
had a
of
good
them.
show up for that.
Yeah, a lot of my familia charra. I really love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Sandy, Idoya, Larry, all of the De La Hoyas. Thank you guys so much for coming out to support. I love you guys, and they came from so far. Sandy did 2 trips to bring horses from Paris.
Gosh, that
From
poor
Paris.
woman.
I wasn't the only one who did it, but going to Paris twice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot.
that was a lot.
That's
And
a lot.
yeah, so thank you so much I appreciate you guys.
So sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and Violet, sorry.
Yeah, Violet came too.
Violet, yeah.
She's always so beautiful on that gorgeous white horse.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, it just really blew my mind to think about all these people. And actually, Fia Sullivan, city council
Yes.
person, came to check out our ride and the event, and she actually called afterwards to say it was really well executed afterwards too. So
I love
it
that.
felt
I
really
have
cool.
to say that like there was times I passed by her, and I would watch her, and she would go like, she was standing there, she was like, like I think we may or may not have impressed her a little bit.
Yeah.
Pass the test.
We're letting you know, Cindy, that we're working on
look
this.
at
We're
us.
doing a good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
We're trying to
She
be
was
legit.
she stood there, she was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good turnout. I caught Heather with that girl that you were talking about that you're gonna go ride with. I saw her. She took her to her truck, and it was like glittering people's horses.
She is such a sweetheart. I remember at one point, my aunt was like, "Where'd you get the glitter? I want the glitter." And I was like, "You gotta find Heather."
Yeah.
Heather
She's the glitter
had
queen.
a line of people getting their horses glittered.
Yeah. So Heather rides with us, and she was our trail boss for the day. And she did a great job trail
really
bossing,
did. She
leading people ahead. She was working with the undisclosed name of our Wranglers and Outriders. And so, there is actually a lot of tactics to that they had explained, and it was controlling the speed of the ride up front, making sure people were still moving, That was really, I think she did a fantastic job in leading that ride and making sure that people were still moving. People were checking in. I know even on the ride, we had taken, Yvette and I had split off for a second and waved at people as they were going by, asking if they were having a good time. And we had really great feedback. So in terms of like our day of personal experience, if you could describe it in a few sentences, what would you say?
Oh, man, it was like hurry up and wait. And then it was like, oh, my God, it's time. And I tried so hard to make content that day because, like, everybody had a job, you know. Like, she was checking people in. She was checking people in. And we were, like, going to go say hi to everyone. But then I was trying to make content. But it was like all of a sudden it was time to go. And we had no time for anything anymore. And I feel like it was like, in the morning, I called Mariko that morning when we were getting ready, and I called her, and I remember like I was crying. Actually, you called me, I picked up my phone because I was about to call her because I was crying, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like I can't believe we're doing this. Like this is like our dream come true." We had this vision, and it was like between all of us, we just made it happen. And it was like, oh my God, we must have fought like a million times that week. We must have been like, fine it, I'm not going, we're not doing this anymore. To like calling each other in the morning going, I love you so much. Like it was ugly cries.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
And then before we knew it, it was over. It was amazing. It was stressful. It was worth it.
It was like giving birth.
Like,
honestly, I describe it more as a wedding day because giving birth is very like a traumatic experience that you don't ever remember.
It's a wedding day because you go and you plan this whole thing out, and then you don't get to enjoy the fun because you're hosting it and you want to make sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, you're more concerned about everyone else.
Yeah, but you're enjoying pleasing everybody. In that way.
Yeah. Well, I haven't experienced either, so I guess you're right.
Well, what about you, Mel? How would you describe it as your personal experience in that day?
I think in the morning when we got there, it was kind of chill and we were just setting up and it was like, okay, this is happening. And then the first trailer that rolled in got there way earlier than I had expected. And all of us were kind of like, okay, we're getting our trailers in. We're good, checking in, getting horses out. And then this other trailer rolls up and we're like, are they lost? Like... It's really early to be here for our event. Do you think they're with us, or do you think that they're just coming in to park?
But they actually arrived on time. Like, we did say 5, but we didn't think anyone would show up at 5. But we really wanted people to go and enjoy Saddle Store beforehand.
Yes, that was the whole point, too, is, like, go get a bite to eat, go have a drink, enjoy yourself, and then come back and get together, do the safety meeting, and then we'll ride out. But it just happened so fast, kind of, and we're setting up all the waivers, and then it did get aka windy, and we were, like, scrounging for rocks, trying to keep everything together. So it was a little bit chaotic, too, I'll say one word for that. And then, honestly, it was sweet, because then once you guys did leave, it was, like, super emotional, because I was like, okay, send you guys off, and there you go. And then we're like waiting for you guys to come back, and we're like, this was really awesome, and we're waiting for you, and we're trying to like, how can we surprise them when you get back? Like, let's go fling more glow stuff, and let's go record, and
then so you went to go do a pickup too. You were doing pickups, like
then I was going doing pickups, so I took my bike and
Aaron
followed
and
all the rules of the trails.
Aaron and Mel were on pickup after, and they were like cleaning up the trails, making sure that we didn't leave any trash behind.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Yvette lost a spur. So if anyone rides down there, we're looking for a spur.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, it was a really good time. And luckily, I had Kyle there to help me. So that was a lot of help.
Too. Handing out all the koozies.
And the koozies, yeah. And then at one point, I'm like, should we pass out koozies to under 21 too? Because like...
Well, people do drink sodas. It's for cans.
Yeah, it's for cans. So
put your
water bottle in it, girl. But everyone liked them, and like a couple people would sign waivers too. And after I would take the waiver, I'd put their wristband on, and they'd be like, "Where's my koozie?" And I'm like, "Don't you worry, I'm coming back." So people were actually liking them.
That's great. Yeah. I love that. I love that. What about you, Sav?
For me, it started out because I had to work that day. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go to work extra early. I didn't wake up on time. I was like so anxiety the night before. I didn't wake up on time. So I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to have to go get the horses after work. So I was stressed, and I was like a whole stress ball. And when we finally get there, mind you, it was a 4-stall horse trailer, and I had 5 horses. So whoever was driving from Paris wasn't the only one that had to do 2 trips. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to help them set up so I can get myself ready. We helped set up, and now I'm sitting by Yvette's trailer trying to get ready. She comes by. She's like, okay, let's do a TikTok. I'm like, 5! She's like, hold on, we got to do it one more time. I'm like, 5! And, like, we see, like, people start coming. I'm like, oh, wow, this is, like, really happening now. Like, I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like it literally took, like, 3 hours to get Rebel ready. Yeah. But then, finally, like, it comes to the actual ride. Everybody's leaving. I was like, wait for me! And so we get on the trail. We finally made it there, and I start calming down a little bit, and I'm like, okay, like, I can enjoy this now. Yeah. And then, like, being more towards the back, I'd say was definitely more lit back there. Like, lit up tails in your face, light up reins. It was just really fun. Honestly, like, it was just magical. It really was so majestic. But it was cool having my boyfriend there. He actually rode a horse, so I was pretty shocked, and he did really good. And then actually shout out to Teresa for giving him riding lessons during the ride.
God, that's great.
And he goes, she was actually helping, so it's like, oh, well, that's good. She's such a nice lady. I love her.
She really is.
And all in all, I'd say it was a really good time. It was a blast. It was way better than I knew. It was gonna have a good turnout because of all the planning we did, but it was way better than I expected. And I'm so blessed to have met all the new people that we finally have met.
Mariko, how do you feel your day went?
So I actually have reflected on this many times, and I feel like in terms of the outside of the day of, I would just want to capture, because we didn't really talk about it, that the most magical and beautiful experience for me out of the entire time was the first free ride.
Yes.
So beautiful.
I could not stop saying those words.
So nice out right now. Oh my God. I literally can't stop saying it because it's so nice.
It is.
It's so beautiful because it really was. Like, Norco has the most beautiful orange yellow sunsets, and there was just, it was peaceful. It was like we're doing our first trail ride, and I just could not. I think, how many times do you think I said the word, it's so beautiful?
It was so much that Adrian, my husband, turned around and was just like, it's so beautiful! Mariko, isn't it so beautiful?
She would go, okay, I just have to say it again. This is so beautiful.
It was so beautiful. It was a really good, like, honestly, I would describe it as magical. I had a really magical experience down there. And so, like, for that specific ride, it just felt like an indescribable moment. So then the day of, though, I really feel like the day of, my head just felt like it was spinning in circles. Honestly, like, I think that all I could think about was, oh my gosh, the table covers are going everywhere. The papers are over here. Like, someone's here, someone's there, someone's over there. And then what am I going to say in the safety briefing? And then there's people just staring at me. And
you did so good.
Yeah, that was like, I did not know what I was going to be saying in front of all those people, but it was supposed to be an official safety briefing. So I was
I have it recorded.
She's like, I'm official.
Yeah.
Everyone get your wristbands and sign the waiver. And go.
Don't fall.
Yeah, don't fall. Look at the guys at the
front and the back.
At the front and the back and in the vest. And if they're in vest, that's who you go to for help.
And come back, please, because we want to make sure you're not left behind.
Yes.
We're going to make sure that we're going to do one count. So we're going to be counting everyone on the ride, making sure that everyone that goes out on the ride comes back on the ride with us today. So please be sure to finish the ride.
You know what, though? We came in, and I really reflect on this, like, that, my personal experience of that day, outside of the, like, hey, we've got this going, we have all this stuff moving around. We were intentional about going around and talking to people and welcoming people and making sure that we had an opportunity to connect with the people who took the time to come out to this ride. There were a lot. And then I really liked that we had no incidents. Like, my personal experience in reflecting upon this really was, my goal was no incidents. Everyone had a good time. We were safe. It was calm. And when people reflect on this ride and they made comments, it was, hey, this was such a fun ride. It was really safe. None of the horses were crazy. Like, it's so crazy because, like, normally horses go wild on a group ride. And the ride got over fast because we were done so quickly because it was so safe.
Yeah. We were accounting for so when we planned out the ride, we estimated 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and we thought, okay, let's just do 2 hours because, you know, people stopped to pee, and then someone forgot something, or somebody needs to get off, or something happened with the horse, so we have to wait. So we were like, okay, 2 hours max, and then we'll account for, because we're probably going to end up doing 3 hours with that many people. It went so smooth that we went through it less than 2 hours almost.
Yeah, it
like,
was.
or exact.
Yeah, it was wild. But my another favorable moment was that one last thing is that when we were coming down the sand, there's one part that's like very wide open where we're coming down the sand, and Yvette and I rode ahead, and we turned around and we looked at all the people. It was like to see, and you probably got that experience because you're watching everyone on the street take off, to see how many people from like either the front or the back, exactly how many came in. I was like, wow, like that's super cool.
It was just like this perfect view of just like a picture, like a movie, and you could just see like, wow, we did that.
Yeah.
I have a video.
We even stopped and we were like, wow, we did that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was really cool. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
It was nice to know how many people supported us, or like
Yeah.
who's backing us too.
Yeah.
Like all the people that showed up did it because, one, it was fun and a cool experience, but they also are doing it because it's untacked, you
Yeah.
know? So like driving by and seeing you guys, I'm not even kidding you, it took like one whole block to go from the back to the front because everyone, I mean, 60 plus riders on a trail ride is insane if you think about it.
And that's not accounting the Wranglers and us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So on top of all of that, as we think about the outcome of this event, like how cool is it that Untacked Podcast brought in all these people from outside of Norco?
Yeah.
Like, so cool that we were able to do that. I mean, it's great that we can bring the community together, but also super great that we can draw people into Norco.
Yeah.
And experience Norco and our awesome trails. I mean, that's one of the things we're huge advocates for. And so I was reflecting on some of the comments I had been reading, and people saying, can you come bring this to Yorba Linda? Can you take this to Hollywood? So I think that's really, like, the fact that people are reaching out to Untacked to come and host group rides in their hometowns.
Yeah.
Like, what an honor to receive that feedback.
Honestly.
I agree.
Yeah. So our
That-
plans for the future.
That, and then people saying, well, we didn't know about it. When are you guys doing it again? When are
Yes.
you doing it again?
Yes.
Yes.
So many people. I mean, a lot of people have asked about that. So our plans, which leads great into our next segment, when are we doing it again? What are our plans for the future? So we do have intention to plan more events. We've got the insurance coverage for it because we did a whole year of coverage.
Hey, we went above and beyond on that.
We did. We were prepared, guys. And so we do have plans for the future to host other rides and types of events. We're probably going to stick with the Moonlight Glow edition for a while because we have had so many requests to have it happen again.
Yes.
So with that being said, we were chatting with an old friend of ours. His name is Milo, and actually Sandy's husband. And he's been a member of our community in Norco for about 35 years. And so he had shared with me that a really fun ride that used to happen that doesn't happen anymore is called the Harvest Moon Ride. And so the Harvest Moon falls in October. And so we will be hosting an Untacked Harvest Moon Ride.
Yay!
In my birthday month, spooky skippy skeletons.
Yeah, so we're excited, and we will have more information on that. So make sure you guys follow us on social media so you guys can be up to date.
And if you guys are members of our community and you know of rides that used to happen that you want to see come back, we want to keep doing this for you guys.
Yes.
I think there's some nostalgia to that we
Absolutely.
really love. But even outside of just group rides, we have other things in the works right now. So we've got a lot of possible events that could be happening at Ingles, some other partner arenas of ours. So we'd really love for you guys to stay tuned to see what that looks like for our
Yeah.
future.
It's so exciting.
It's going to be goody-goody.
All right, girls, I think this is a good opportunity for us to cinch this up.
Thank you guys so much for watching our 22nd episode of Untacked Podcast. Make sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe.
Make sure to tune in every Wednesday. And also, remember to give us some love on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And hey, keep an eye out at your local feed stores for some new flyers.
Make sure to keep it classy, sassy, and a little badassy, but make sure to always clean your tack.
If you want.